Welcome to Divine Women Creative Studio. I'm Teresa Dane Marcel. When you think about creativity and your creative process, you've probably noticed that there are many ways by which you come around to it, not the least of which is, of course, giving in to your innate curiosity and ever-present thirst for more knowledge. We agree. And we here at Divine Women Creative Studio got to thinking about it, and it occurred to us that the quintessential authority on this subject has got to be the most original of women. In fact, the original woman herself, Eve. So we asked her about it, and here's what she had to say.
My dearest sister souls, creativity is indeed a multifaceted process, and curiosity coupled with the desire to know is an effective means of accessing your creative self. Or perhaps I should say, it certainly worked for me. Let me explain. The Garden of Eden was a lovely place in which to live, the place of the innocence of childhood, in fact. But I don't regret having had to leave it. We wanted for nothing there, it is true. There was no good or evil, no life or death. Life could not get much better than that. So why, you ask, did I choose to eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil? Why risk ruining such a good thing? What was so tempting about that fruit, apart, of course, from it being forbidden in the first place? I can't rightly say that I know, for then I had no knowledge. But the serpent said not that I would die, but that my eyes would be opened if I ate from that tree, that it would make me wise. I wondered. Such a contradiction. Still, I must admit I was curious. So I plucked that fateful apple and bit into it. Something wondrous happened in that moment. It was scary, of course, for we did indeed die that day as promised. We died to our childlike innocence, and our eyes were opened to the wisdom which comes when knowing good from evil leads to right action. But biting into something new, so to speak, opens up a whole new world of possibilities and consequences. Adam's first reaction was to blame me, and mine to blame the serpent. I'm not proud of that. I suspect, however, that, like me, Adam knew deep down that eating from the tree of knowledge of good and evil was the next step we were actually meant to take in our emotional and psychological journey. After all, while I had deliberated and thought it over before plucking that first apple, he simply ate when I offered it to him, no questions asked. In fact, whatever people have made of it since, Adam actually quickly realized and acknowledged my intuitive courage and the inevitable necessity of my action, for he then gave me the ultimate compliment. He began to call me Eve. For, he said, I was to be the mother of all the living. Now I know there is much that I do know, and so much that I don't know, and have yet to discover. I do know the joy and pain of loving, the passion and destructiveness of anger, the sadness and rebirthing that comes with loss, all of which comes full circle in the fulfilling labor of creating new life. And this, too, I know. Through me, new life is created, and that apples, like knowledge, ripen and must be picked.